A very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Today we'll see force and pressure. Okay, dear students. So let us see the force. So first of all, we go through some example. While we open a door, what we do? We push it. Okay. When we ride a bicycle, okay, what we use? We use some force through our legs. And when lifting any object, what we do? We push or pull it. Okay. So in very short word, if we'll say what is force, so force is the push or pull object applied on the object, either push or pull. For example, you are pushing the football to your friends. So friend, so what is this? You are pushing it. Okay, when you are uh, hammering a nail into something, so that will be known as, dear students, that will be known as pushing. Now when you are taking a water from the well, it is called pulling. When you are pulling the drawer, it is known as pulling. Okay, so there can be either pushing or pulling. So what these are the examples. And force is nothing but push or pull that is applied on the object. So this is the definition of force. Okay, dear students. Okay, now how many types of forces? So there can be two types of forces, dear students: contact and non-contact force. So in contact force there are two types: frictional force and muscular force. And in non-contact there can be gravitational force, electrostatic force, and the magnetic force. Now let us see everything in detail. So the contact force, so interaction between the object that touch. So when we touch anything and if the force is applied, that is known as the contact force. And if we do not apply any force, that is known as non-contact force. So let us see the first. So applied force. So when you are throwing a football, that is known as, you are applying it by hand or volleyball, whatever ball you are playing. You are applying the force by your arm or the leg. Okay, so that is known as the uh, contact force, because you are using your hand. Okay, so that is known as the muscular force. Okay, the next yeah, so this is known as the contact force. Okay, the frictional force that I am going to discuss in the next slide. Now come to non-contact forces. So in non-contact forces, from your childhood you are playing with the magnet. So when magnet is getting attracted towards any metal or iron piece, so it is known as the force without any touch. Okay, dear students. So non-contact force attract or repel even from a distance. Without any touch, from a distance they attract or repel. Okay. Similarly, electrostatic force, force between a charged and uncharged body, that we are going to see right now, dear students. And last is the Newton that have, and the last is the gravitational force that Newton has invented. So let us see by sitting in the between below the apple tree. Okay. So let us see one by one. So contact force is of two types: muscular force and frictional force. So force experienced by the body when they are in physical contact. As I have told you, force due to the action of muscles is known as the muscular force. And frictional force, frictional force, dear students, is the force. See, it is very simple. Friction, where first of all you have understood, you have heard this word, but friction is very simple. It is the hidden, unseen force that we can't see. Okay, it is present everywhere. It is present everywhere when we push or pull anything. The force experienced by the smoothness of the surface. ठीक है, कुछ चीज थोड़ी सी रफ होती है तो उसमें हमको ज्यादा फोर्स लगाना पड़ता है, कुछ स्मूथ होती है तो वो इजीली फ्लो हो जाती है. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई विल गिव यू एग्जांपल. Take a soap water and spread it into the tiles of your room, and then you go through it, you will be slipped. While you will when you will go on the normal tiles, you won't be slipped. The difference between the two is, in the first case, dear student, what you are doing, you are getting slipped because the friction between the your leg and the tiles is less. While if you take example of uh, a person going without uh, on the normal tiles, the friction will be more. Okay, so this is a simple. It depends upon the smoothness of smoothness of the surface, and it always acts in the direction opposite to the direction which in which you are applying the force. For example, you are pushing something. Okay, so force will be applied in the opposite direction. Now the next is magnetic that we have discussed. Now if you see this comb, so you do one thing, take one activity, you take the comb and just rub it on your hairs of head, and uh, then uh, then you uh, then you take some pieces, and then you take some pieces and you see that the comb will be attracted towards sorry, the pieces will be attracted towards the comb, because now the comb becomes charged and these pieces become uncharged. Now the gravitational force, uh, I hope everybody knows the gravitational force, everything will be attracted towards the earth. So this is the type of the thing that we have seen. Okay. So muscular force in which the bending movement, breathing, digestion of the food involves the muscular force. I hope you understood this type. Okay. Okay. The next one is the friction. The frictional force will be applied in the opposite direction, in which we will push the. So, for example, we want to push this drawer here, or this table here, rack here. Then the force will be frictional force will be applied in the opposite direction. Okay, dear friend. Next is the, yeah, friction force we have seen. So frictional force refers to the force generated by the two surfaces that contacts and slides against each other. So this will be the definition of frictional force. Now the weight. Okay, dear students. So there are two things that you have seen till now. One is the weight, other is the mass. Okay. So the mass of a matter. For example, I have for example, pen. So if I take the pen and measure its weight on the earth, or the mass, if I measure its mass on the earth, or if you call it weight, if I measure it on earth and if I take that same into the space, okay, where there is no gravitation, the weight that I have measured here and the weight that I measured in the space or in the moon, the weight of both the things will be different, because uh, in this earth, whenever we throw, or we everything in this world is attracted by the gravitational force. So the weight is nothing but the actual mass of that object into the gravity. So weight and the mass is different from the only concept of gravity. So weight is equal to mass into gravity. Okay. Yeah, so we have seen the non-contact forces. Yeah, now the very important concept is pressure, dear students. So what is the meaning of pressure? So pressure is nothing but force perpendicular force applied to the surface per unit area. Okay, so what does it mean? See, if you can see, dear students, here, if you can see here, uh, dear students, if you can see here, one tomato, and this knife is there, which is used to which is used to cut this tomato. Okay, which is used to cut this tomato, dear students. So if we take the blunt surface, this is the blunt space, this is the blunt space, and this is the okay, dear students. So if we have the blunt surface, then the if you I think you can understand that the area of this blunt surface will be more than the sharp surface. Okay, so what we mean, if I cut by the sharp surface, then it will be cut very easily. So the pressure pressure depends upon the area of the material. Okay, therefore the definition is the force applied perpendicular to the surface of object per unit area. Okay, क्या है ये per unit area, understood? Why it is per unit area, I hope you understood. So force is defined as pressure is defined as force per unit area, means pressure is equal to force divided by area. If the area will be more, pressure will be less. You take this example, and if the area will be more, pressure will be less. If the area is less, pressure will be more. Okay, what is the unit of pressure? It is Pascal. Okay, and the SI unit is Newton, because the force unit of force is Newton and the unit of area is meter square. So in SI unit it is Newton per meter square. A manometer is a device which used to measure this. You can take this example also. If you want to uh, nail, if you want to take a nail and you want to hammer it into the wall, if you take the more area, then it will take will be very difficult for you. But if you take the area of the nail very smooth, then it will be very easily go into the wall, because the area of here, contact area is known as contact area of nail is small, while the contact area of nail here is high. Okay, similarly the backs we used to have the broader this bed. Why? Because if the contact area will be more than, so the less pressure will be applied on the shoulder of the students. Understood? Okay, last topic is atmospheric pressure, dear students. So what do you mean by atmospheric pressure? So the pressure exerted by the weight of atmosphere. So first of all, understand that the atmospheric pressure, the pressure exerted by the weight of atmosphere. Okay, Now, what is the weight of atmosphere? Okay, so first of all, for this, dear students, first of all, we have to see the how many. There are some layers. The first layer of the Earth is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and the last layer is exosphere. Okay, so dear students, these layers, these layers put the pressure on the Earth. Understood? These layers, these blue are the layers. They put the pressure on the Earth. So atmosphere is nothing but air. So this air puts the pressure on the Earth. So this becomes the atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by the weight of atmosphere. Weight of atmosphere is nothing but the weight of air. Okay, which at the sea level has this value. So the pressure of air on the Earth is known as atmospheric pressure. Okay, so thank you, dear students, for giving your time. Thank you.